In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. We've been talking about the crucifixion, death, burial, and even the resurrection of Jesus that all took place on your behalf. But it's bigger than that. I hope you've gotten a sense of you were there in all of it. God chose you in Christ before the foundation of the world. I was crucified with Christ, is what Paul says. See yourself in Christ as he's crucified, that you would be dead. Don't you realize that you were buried in baptism into his death, buried so that you might rise again to new life in him? His crucifixion was your crucifixion. His death was your death. You were buried with him, and now you've been raised with him to new life. See yourself in this story. This is not just some fable, some story that's nice religious implications. No, this is the reality of what happened, that you might be set free from any issue between you and God, so now you can receive his love and walk in unity with him for all eternity. It is glorious, and it is so much more than you trying to be a good boy or a good girl, so much more than you trying to stop this or stop that. No, it's all about you dying to the old man so that you can come alive once and for all as the one that God intended you to be. Well, today we're going to look at a story starting in Luke chapter 24 and verse 13. We'll read through verses 21. And I want you to put yourself in this story. Behold, two of his disciples, were going that very day in a village named Emmaus, which was about 7 miles from Jerusalem. So these two guys are walking home to Emmaus. See yourself with them. You can be one of the two, or there can be 3 of you there, but see yourself in this story as we go along. They were talking with each other about all the things which had taken place. And while they were talking and discussing, Jesus himself approached and began traveling with them. Oh, you're with these guys, you're walking home to Emmaus, and Jesus shows up and walks along with you. But their eyes were prevented from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What are you guys talking about? What are these words that you are exchanging with one another as you are walking?" And they stood still, looking sad. See, their bottom lip was dragging on the ground. Do you not know what's going on? In fact, they said that. Verse 18, one of them, named Cleopas, answered and said to him, "Are you kidding me? Are you the only one visiting Jerusalem and unaware of the things that have been happening here in the last few days?" And Jesus said to them, "What things?" And they said to him, "The things about Jesus of Nazareth." And then they described him. Jesus of Nazareth was a prophet, mighty in deed and word, in the sight of God and in the sight of all the people. And how the chief priests and the rulers delivered Jesus to the sentence of death and crucified him just a couple days ago. Verse 21. But we were hoping that it was Jesus who was going to redeem Israel. Indeed, besides all this, it is the 3rd day since these things happened. It's been 3 days. And everybody is really, really sad now because this Jesus, who was our hope for salvation, he was our hope for eternity against the oppression of this world, and now he's dead. Well, he's not dead. He's been raised from the dead, and he's walking with them. They just don't know it. He's walking with you. Are you listening? Do you know it? God bless you who walks with Jesus in an awareness of his presence with you and even in you. Oh, you get a hold of that and you go to the grocery store different, don't you? I look forward to being with you tomorrow. We'll see what happens when Jesus has a little more interaction with these guys on the road to Emmaus. Come be with us tomorrow. I'll see you then.
Give me Jesus.